Listen, okay? Here's my take on debating pro-lifers, all right? Don't do it. I'm gonna just say that right now. Like, just don't do it. I've debated my fair share of pro-lifers in the past, okay? And since my time being a content, or since my time when I decided I was gonna go ahead and start doing debates, right? It never works out. And it's not necessarily that the pro-choice crowd doesn't have like an actual or good or tangible argument or anything like that. That's not it at all. The problem with debating pro-forced birthers, anti-choicers, pro-lifers, whatever you want to call them, the problem with debating these people is that they never come from the same place that you're coming from. They oftentimes come from they're set in their ways. Exactly. They're set in their ways. They never want to budge. In many cases, they cannot be convinced because they're actively rejecting the idea of being convinced. Because these people are convinced that they're doing, you know what, this is correct. They're doing the Lord's work in many cases. A lot of these people tend to be fundamentalist Christian. A lot of these people tend to be, right-wing, conservative, what have you, whatever that is, right? And you have a few fringe liberals here and there that are like, yeah, I 100% believe that women should not, yeah, anyways. So, they're addressing this from a sort of moral policing aspect. They're approaching this situation from a moral policing sort of aspect. Does that make sense? They're just trying to punish you for being promiscuous. And also, in a way, regulate you by using, or use their religion to regulate you and your actions. Which is bad. Of course. Like, that's a horrible idea. It's not even that they dislike facts. It's that the thing about Christians is that Christianity is incredibly powerful. Faith, Christianity, religion in general, these are incredibly powerful tools that could be used to do a lot of good. They can also be used to do a lot of bad. And the thing is, when you've convinced somebody that a dude in the sky with a bunch of other winged people exists, and he is all good, he is all perfect. Nobody quote Lex Luthor from Batman v Superman. But he is all good, he is all perfect, all this kind of stuff. If you've convinced them that something that you can't even prove exists, facts they're not even relevant at that point. They're not even relevant. It's not that they don't care about facts. It's just that, I guess you could say they don't care about facts, but I just think at that point the facts are irrelevant because you're talking to a person who I don't want to say is delusional, but already is staking their entire life around something that they can't even prove exists. Like, they don't even have an inkling that, all they have, that this idea is a real thing. This person, this being is a real thing, is a book. That's basically it. A book, and besides that, stories passed down by word of mouth from generation to generation, right? It's literally the biggest, just trust me, bro, or one of the biggest, because basically all mythology, all mythos, all religions are basically like this. The biggest, just trust me, bro, to have ever been created. I'm trying to say this without giving the implication that I'm trying to or want to just take a dump on Christians, because that's not what I want to or I'm trying to do anyway. So when you have someone who believes that, something they've never seen, never heard, never witnessed, have literally no proof of except for the fact that somebody wrote in a book exists, that's the only record that they have. right? What can't you convince that person of? Especially when you tie Christianity, or when you tie that religion, that thing that you're using to, in a way, sort of control people. When you're using that, you really can't lose. It's really hard at that point once you've indoctrinated someone so deep. Yeah, I know not all pro-lifers use religion. I'm saying the majority of the ones that you encounter, a large part of them use... Pro-lifers use one of two things. They either use religion or the heartstrings shit. Like, oh my god, it's a baby. Don't off the baby. Whatever. Whatever, it's fine. If you can convince that person... Like, you know what I mean? If you can convince that person, don't give me that whole thing like, oh, well, history, for the most part, is just in books. Well, we don't just have books. We have many other different things that we have used to record history. Hell, we even have video at this point. Like, we have videos, pictures, all kind of stuff. But has anybody ever taken a picture? This is probably going to sound a little stupid, but I'm going to bite the bullet. Has anybody ever taken a picture of God? Just saying. Just throwing that out there. Anyways, when you've indoctrinated someone so far, you can convince them that this tiny thing that's microscopic, that isn't even acknowledged, that can't even acknowledge or contemplate its own existence, is not even aware of itself, has no consciousness, has absolutely no feeling. You can convince that person that that thing actually does have feeling, actually 100% is a person. You can convince these people of so many things. And this is why I done seen him in a tortilla. I'm dead. I don't assign person to any age of a fetus. That's fine. Neither do I. Actually, like, I don't think really anybody can really pinpoint exactly like what quantifies or what qualifies for personhood, but you can convince these people of anything at that point, right? So, and that's part of the reason why it's just one of those, I think at least, it's just one of those stalemates. Also, another reason why it's pointless to go into pro-lifers' lives or talk to pro-lifers in a way and try to convince them and have the abortion debate is because of the fact that, God, I just had it. ADHD sucks. ADHD really does suck. ADHD really does suck. I'm gonna look at chat. Maybe somebody will give me an idea. Because ADHD really, really freaking sucks. ADHD really sucks. Oh, you want to see the board? Yes, you can see the board on TikTok. You can see the board behind me on the green screen on TikTok. Basically, I'm a leftist. So, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, it's only electrical pulses. It's not even a beating heart. It's not even an actual beating heart. It's just electrical impulses. That it's not an actual like functioning heart. One of the stupidest things I've ever done in response to that though is said, okay, well if it's a heart, then do a heart transplant. If it's a heart, it's a dumb thing, but like it stunlocks them and they don't know what to do. They're like, I don't know what to say to that. And yeah, I don't recommend it. It's honestly kind of dumb, but yeah. Yeah, not really anybody is doing an abortion like at birth. Like, looks like they're holding little balloons. Looks like who's holding little balloons? End the debate, ultrasound and abortion at 8 weeks old. We are more concerned about protecting fetuses than kids actually born. That is true. That very much is true. What grinds my gears is there's a lot of pro-choicers that are friends with a prominent pro-lifer. Yeah, like I tend to not be friends with pro-lifers. I'm sorry. I just, like, I have women in my life. I'm also like not a bad person, so I just close these people out. Like as soon as I find out that they're pro-lifers, I'm like, especially like young people who are pro-lifers, like you know better. You should know better. You should know better. Anyways, I'd be fine with that if they did. If they did what? What do you want? What do you want to join for? What do people want to join for? Can we get whole comments and not vague ones, please? That is true. That is true. Can we please get whole comments and not vague ones, please? Also, while we're here, feel free to join the Discord. To come join the community. It's a lefty and marginalized group safe space. Join the Discord. Follow me on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, all those things. And all those places are, or at least I try to make them as safe as I can be. I'm a bit more strict in my Discord server about it being a safe space than I am on my other places. In my other places, it's always so ironic because pro-lifers want the fetuses protected until they're born. That is true. That is true. To have a debate about what? What is there to debate? Watching the innocent die. No. Yeah, exactly, Odin son. You can be pro-life, but you can also be pro-minding your own business. I would prefer if pro-lifers were more into the whole minding their own business sort of business, because that's a very profitable business. You get a lot of money from just minding your own business. Just kidding. Also, profits can be measured in more than just money. Just want to say that. Ultrasound abortion with today's technology end the debate. Oh, are you saying that like if I see a fetus, I'll all of a sudden not want, or if I see a baby or a fetus, I'll all of a sudden not want to do, and all of a sudden ban abortion? No. I'm more likely to actually want to go have gummy bears after that than I am to like want to end abortion. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. I'm gonna just be real and frank. Like, call me hot dogs because I'm being frank. But yeah, I'm gonna just be real. I'm actually more apt to go and eat gummy bears after I see something like that. I'm a horrible person. I'm a horrible, degenerate, deplorable person. If I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. Hold on, Mighty Push. We'll get you here in a minute. We'll get you in here in a minute. If you want to stay, I have other things that I have to talk about as well. Actually, I do want to finish this. I do want to finish this article. Because I feel like last time I reported on this, I only shoddily reported on it. This arrest is inhumane. We are demanding the immediate release of Lizelle Herrera, said Rocky Gonzalez, founder and board chair of Frontera Fund, a Rio Grande Valley-based abortion assistance fund. What is alleged is that she was in the hospital and had a miscarriage and divulged some information to hospital staff, who then reported her to the police. Oh, wow, okay. Wait, so are you telling me that they'll just arrest you for having a miscarriage? You could potentially be arrested for having a miscarriage? That's insane. That's insane. What are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? Like, oh yeah, I'm totally in control of what's happening to my body right now. Like, I can't even control. You know what? I'm not gonna finish. You know what? I am gonna finish that sentence, but I'm gonna censor it a lot. I can't even control when my soldier stands at attention half the time. You think anybody really has control over their bodily functions like this? This is craziness. This is madness. Nothing but madness. They'll arrest doctors. They're just going to arrest everybody. It just seems like it's open season at this point. You get arrested, and you get arrested, and you get arrested. Aren't our prisons already bulging at the seams? Do we really need do we really need slave labor that much that we're going to just pack prisons like a pack of sausages? Is that really what we're going to do? Also, the same people that want to insist that women are like too weak to do the same things as men are the exact same people, by the way, that want to lock up women in mass for expressing bodily autonomy and then force them to go out there and do the exact same work that men are doing. I'm just saying. You think they're gonna just arrest you, ladies, and just have you sit pretty in prison? No, that's not what's gonna happen. The problem with debating people who are anti-bodily autonomy is their argument is often inconsistent. In order to believe someone has to give birth, no matter what, is an extreme POV. Yeah, that is true. That is 100% true. Yeah, our prisons are horrible. We need prison reform too. That is true. They want to make women felons, and felons can't vote. That is true. Yeah, that is true. They if you arrest the population, they can't vote. That is true. That is so very, very true. So you mean to tell me you could just be unalived for being a woman? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. All I'm saying is that people say we don't live in a patriarchy. Well, I'm not executed. I'm not unalived for being a man. Like, not being a black man, then you have a case. But I'm not, I'm not restricted because of the fact that I'm a man. The only thing that I'm really restricted from in being a man is wearing dresses. And I'm only saying that because of heteronormativity that is flawed. The flaw within heteronormativity. Like, why is it? Like, also, I don't judge men who wear dresses. They 100% can. I'm just saying within, like, the societal framework of, like, heteronormativity and, like, cis heteronormativity, I guess I should say. Men are supposed to not be able to wear dresses, whatever. Why is it that she can wear pants, but I can't wear a dress? Just saying, that's it. Why is it that all of a sudden I'm looked at as weird if I wear a dress, but she can wear pants and a dress? Women have privilege, fellas. That's it, End the whole feminism movement. Feminism is dead because women can wear pants and dresses, Women can wear pants and dresses. That's a joke, by the way. That is 100% a joke. That everything I just said was 100% a joke. There's a shortage of desirable adoptable babies too. Is that true? Is that true? Yeah, pants privileges. Women have the privilege to wear both pants and dresses. But I can't even say that because you know why? Even then I still lose the argument. You want to know why? Because at least with dudes' pants, we have pockets that work. Women go ballistic when they can fit their phone in their pockets. Okay? The privilege, male privilege, truly is like this perfect, like perfectly created and fabricated thing almost. Like, it's insane. I'm telling you, it's insane. Yeah, desirable, yeah. Basically, people just want to adopt babies when it comes down to adoption. They don't want to really adopt anyone that's, like, over the age of, like, 3, basically. Yeah, and typically Caucasian babies. Would you be pro-life if/when male birth control comes to market? What? No, I'd still be pro-choice. It just makes sense to be pro-choice. It makes sense, it's just better for society if everyone was just pro-choice, and if instead of seeing abortion as the problem, we saw it as a symptom of much grander and much more pressing issues that should be addressed. We're addressing this from what's a perfect analogy in which I could use for this? Saying that we should get rid of abortion is like saying, I'm going to go ahead and eat the cake. I'm going to go ahead and eat eggs, flour, water, milk, whatever else you put in a cake. It's like saying, I'm going to eat that, and technically I've solved the problem of, like, me wanting cake. No, you haven't eaten the cake. You haven't made the cake yet. Does that make sense? I feel like that analogy totally just bombed. Basically, you're eating from the wrong end, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. You're focusing on the wrong thing, you're distracted, and you're kind of eating, you're eating from the wrong end. Clearly, yeah, abortion, it's healthcare, period, 100%. clearly the problem isn't the problem isn't, yeah, I'm gonna get you in here in a second, Mighty. The problem isn't exactly abortion or like not even like the problem is abortion rates, not necessarily abortion itself, I guess. But that's not even like the grand in the grand scheme of things the problem. The problem is it's a societal factor. That's the thing. There are societal socioeconomic factors that play into abortion rates. And until you address those, you're just going to be running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Until you address those things. If you truly want to be a person who wants to lower abortion rates, you're just going to be running around in circles, I feel like. Running around in pretty badly running around in circles, in my opinion. Sounds like you are tossing salad. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm tossing salad? Do you not think that the fact that people can't afford homes nowadays, like our generation, the millennials and the millennials and under, or the millennials onward, we're being priced out of the housing market? Oh, I'm sorry. No, we were never even really in the housing market. Our parents' generation is being priced out of the housing market. We were never in that MF. Do you not think that people not being able to afford homes because wages haven't gone up, but housing prices have? You don't think that's a factor? You don't think the fact that people can barely afford to feed themselves, you don't think that's a factor? You don't think? So you're just assuming that people are just out here just, like even the people who are just out here getting it, right? And are just having fun. I used to be people, okay? Before I got tied down, I used to be people, okay? And I don't mean tie it down in a negative or derogatory sense. You think those people don't wish to have families one day? I mean, that's kind of shallow of you to think that, in my opinion. It's kind of shallow of you to think that. That's really shallow. A lot of people, including, sex workers, want to have children, want to start families one day. But because of societal problems, because of the fact that they literally can't afford it, that's why people aren't having families. That's why people are not having children. So, like, are you saying are the pro-lifers saying that they want, coitus to be or cunnilingus, whatever the heck you want to call it? That they whatever is a correct term or not politically correct, an acceptable term for TikTok from use on TikTok? Are you saying you want that locked behind a paywall? And are you then saying that if you do want that locked behind a paywall, or let's say you don't, and you're one of those people who says, "Oh, I just want people to take personal responsibility." So are you saying that you just want people and want families to continually be in poverty? Is that what you want? To further the cycle of poverty? I mean, I'm just asking questions here. I'm just asking questions, and I would like answers. I'm not bringing you on though to explain yourself. You're just gonna have to type it in chat and just be fast, okay? If you want to bring down abortion rates, I'm looking at it. I'll look at TikTok chat in a minute. Let me look at this message from Twitch chat. If you want to bring abortion rates down, allow people access to reproductive care and contraception, and make society a place where people can afford to have children. All abortion bans do is prevent safe abortions. They happened prior to Roe v. Wade and will continue. But see, here's the thing, Cam22. That is a lost point. We've said that at the top of our lungs over and over and over. These people don't listen to it. They don't care. Okay? They don't care. Because what they want to do is they want to convince you that that thing inside of you, that cyst that's growing, that's sitting on your bladder, is like a human being. Like an actual like human with feelings or whatever. And it's dumb. It's a dumb conversation that really just does not need to be had. In my opinion, at least. I don't think it solves anything. I think it's a dumb conversation to be had. Yeah, actually, I was gonna get to the Tennessee making homelessness illegal because I have to, because for my day job I work with the homeless. I am in a way a social worker, kinda, and I work for an outreach program and I work with the homeless. So I figure it's only fitting that I touch up on this story about homelessness. I totally misread your read your comment. What? Eating from the wrong end? What do you mean by eating from the? Oh, are you saying that like I misrepresented what you said? What did you mean to say? Um, Capitalism pays for your fried chicken in jail, and but see, is capitalism going pay you for the? Oh no, too late. Oh, my mods got to you before I did. Oh well. Sorry, I couldn't even have the glory. See, I don't even have any power in my own chat because my mods are just so magnificent. They just run my stuff for me. They just run it all for me because they're amazing. Oh, he got the mute. Nah, just ban him. Just outward ban him. Like I'm not even a mute. Anytime anyone is a bigot, just out the door instantly. Just kick them out the door. They're gone. Bye. Like no. Um. Uh. Anyways, we're gonna continue. We gotta touch up on the We gotta touch up on the We gotta touch up on the homelessness thing in Tennessee, and then we'll have some lefty people on to talk. So if you're a lefty and you want to get on, stick around. Stick around, please.